Denver, like y'all were saying, Denver's on a winning streak, and recently they beat up Monday night. They beat up on the Bills. After that game, the Bills went ahead. They fired their offensive coordinator, and it's starting to look like Josh Allen's going to miss the playoffs for the first time since his rookie career. Um, Personally, if you ask me, I think they will miss the playoffs. I think this is the year that they don't make it. And it's time for somebody else to step in and step up. I think the Dolphins might be the only team out of that division to go to the playoffs this year. I don't even think the Jets will be able to make it. And that's mainly because Aaron Rodgers wasn't able to be there this full season. But as for the Bills, man, yeah, I think their season's just about all she wrote. I think Josh Allen and the Bills are. It's time to pack the season up. I think Diggs is going to be requesting a trade in the offseason as well. So that's something to monitor. But how y'all feel about the Bills and them firing their head coach and will Josh Allen make the playoffs this year?
Well, no, Josh Allen will not make the playoffs this year for sure. They got a tough stretch coming up for these last few. It's going to be awful for them. For them firing their OC really wasn't the fix because at the end of the day, it's on Josh Allen. Josh Allen's not making the plays that he's supposed to. I say it's partially on like the Madden curse. I'll say maybe like 40% on the Madden curse and 60% on Josh Allen. Because at the end of the day, Josh Allen has been, just as bad as Dak has been with interceptions, if you want to put it that way. Dak has been good. Dak has been a better quarterback overall, better than what Josh has been. But turnover wise, they've been turning over the ball just about the same. So if you're going to talk about, if people are, outside are going to talk about Dak in that kind of light, they have to talk about Josh Allen in that same light because Josh Allen is just not getting the job done. And he's the reason why they're losing these games. He's the reason why they haven't made a uh, conference championship, appearance really at this point. They've only made it to the divisional. So yeah, they really have to just figure that out. Like you said, the Dolphins, yeah, they'll be the only team that does make it to the playoffs. Every other team won't make it. I hope Aaron doesn't rush his way back. I hope his Achilles is good. I know he's trying to make like a mid-December kind of return as he's saying, but I just want him to sit out this whole year and try to get himself back and prepare for next year because it would have been a lot better seeing him play this year with this Jets team because they would have won a lot more games. A lot of these games that Zach Wilson is losing is all on Zach Wilson. So it's unfortunate football that they have to go through again this year, but next year when A Rod is back on, they'll be pretty dominant, and we'll see how that goes. But yeah, definitely the Bills are in trouble. They won't make it to the playoffs. Yeah, it's too bad.
Yeah, I just want to ask you a question. How did Dak catch a stray right there? How did
No,
Dak
no, no.
catch a stray?
I had to. No, no, no. The only
Okay,
reason why it wasn't even a stray, this was
I
more
got you. I got
praise.
you.
This was
I
more
got you. I
praise
got you.
because
It just,
I said
I
he was
feel
a
He
you. I
better
feel you.
actually
quarterback.
he actually he actually did say Dak was a better performing at a
It's a
better quarterback.
praise.
No, no, no,
So
no,
there
no, no.
was a
Yeah.
little praise
Okay.
in
No,
there.
I know. It just seemed like it was like a backhanded compliment
Yeah.
because he said he's throwing interceptions like Dak Prescott. I was like, no, wait a minute now. Dak has five less interceptions than he does this season. I just wanted to make sure that we
You're right.
clarified.
You're right. No, no, no. The only
Okay, all
reason
right.
why
I
outside
just
noise. The
wanted.
outside noise how they
Okay,
crucify Dak. They got to crucify Josh Allen because he's doing
I
worse.
agree. I agree
That's
because the
all. Yeah.
way, yeah. That's right. I just wanted to make sure because I heard it and I was like, now wait a minute. Dak has been minding his business. Dak has
Right.
been minding his business. He
Yes.
did not do anything today. He had an excellent game. But no, to be fair, I agree with you 100%. The way that Dak Prescott was criticized last season, the way it does come with it comes with the territory of being a Dallas Cowboys quarterback. Obviously, Tony Romo faced some of the same vitriol and ridicule. But Josh Allen, 19 touchdowns, but he has 11 interceptions. And these interceptions come in untimely moments, obviously. Um, Aside from playing the Chiefs in the playoffs and obviously not getting the opportunity and in the overtime rules changing because of that game, because that if the Bills get a chance, they do possibly win the game and probably go into the Super Bowl, things of that nature. But when it's all said and done, Josh Allen has not been playing to the level that he needs to play in order for this Bills team to excel. You can say that it's other factors as well. Maybe the defenses is showing up, but at the end of the day, he is the quarterback is obviously going to take most the brunt of the beating. when the quarterback is not performing. And for what it's worth, as you said earlier, Wayne, Josh Allen is not performing at the level he should be. And Hefe, to your point, I would not be surprised if Stephon Diggs does ask for a trade in the offseason. Where does he end up? Nobody knows. But I think it is time that they part their ways, or that they part ways. You know what I mean? It's just time. And the Bills do have a rough section of the schedule coming up. They have the Jets, even though it's in Buffalo, but they have Philly, Kansas City, and Dallas back-to-back weeks, which is ugly to have to deal with. And I'm just saying that for the Eagles and Chiefs, that's going to be an ugly. Those are two ugly matchups. And maybe he will get up to play up against Patrick Mahomes, but who knows? Especially if Taylor Swift shows up. If Taylor Swift shows up to the game, you already know Travis Kelce's going for 250 yards and 5 touchdowns. So you already know what that means.
The thing is, she is showing
He
up.
said-
She's from Pennsylvania, dog. So
He
she's
said
definitely showing up.
250 and 5.
She's showing up. bro.
Isn't she on tour though?
Nah,
What does that
I
mean?
don't even know. I think she'll still come, dog. Like honestly.
Oh no, that
So-
Monday night game where it's going to be this Monday night, she's absolutely going to show up. She's
She'll
absolutely
be
showing up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's going to be in Kansas City thing because,
Mhm.
my significant other, she was saying that if the game was in Philadelphia, she was going to go. So I would have spent my Sunday alone. But
Yeah. Unfortunately, they should have won the Super Bowl to get that privilege, but it's all good.
who should win the Super Bowl?
Not they should have won it,
Oh.
so they could have got the game in Philly, but they lost.
Oh,
so
yeah.
they gotta, unfortunately, Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta take that shot.
Fortunately for some of us, that Philadelphia did not win.
Right.
Fortunately for some of us.
Exactly. There you
Some
go.
of us, some of us.
There you go.
Yeah, but
There you go. Here,
unfortunately for the Philly fans, for sure. Unfortunately for you guys, for sure. For sure. But fortunately for the rest of the world, you didn't. Fortunately for the rest of the world, the rest of us sane individuals. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
Oh man.